I'm Pennsylvania State Representative Robert Leadbeter, representing the 109th District, consisting of all of beautiful Columbia County. Today, I'm at the 2025 Pennsylvania Farm Show, joined by Agriculture Secretary Russ Redding.
Happy New Year, happy Farm Show. Amazing Columbia County.
Amazing and beautiful Columbia County.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Secretary, we walk around and we see so many families that are exhibiting livestock and the agriculture products that their family farms have produced. In Columbia County, agriculture is the #1 industry, as you're aware of, and we really appreciate all of your support and the department's support. How can we look to the next generation and the kids that we see throughout the Farm Show complex here today and encourage them and come alongside them to support those efforts to go on to the future?
Yeah, that's what this is all about, right? Ultimately, someone's got to be inspired to do this, right? And I say every day, I'm proud of a lot of pieces, but having people of this generation in agriculture, but also folks who are just walking through who see something that sparks their interest,
certainly
is what it's all about. You've got Southern Columbia.
Yep.
Just came back in with their ag program. We recognized them on Monday in the FFA convention, large arena. Amazing, right? So it really is inspiring to think about ag today, but also what the potential is in the future.
No, and you're absolutely right, Mr. Secretary. We talked about Southern Columbia and the work that went into getting that program off the ground. We have FFA chapters at Central, with Doug Brown, obviously, has been recognized, and some Golden Owl Awards that have been able to be brought back to Columbia County. The amount of work that goes into those FFA programs and allowing young people to be exposed to agriculture, whether they have the ability to access a family farm or not, is so critical. Can you talk about ways in which the department supports those efforts?
Yeah, so I'm proud of the Ag and Youth Grant Program that was part of the PA Farm Bill. You supported that, thank you.
Of course.
We've done, we just announced on Monday 58 new awardees. It's like 600 now that we've done, $3 million of investment since 2019. Every one of them is a 4-H program, an FFA chapter, a community effort, all focused on youth and agriculture. So that's one. Having the farm show, supporting our fairs across the state is critical. Making sure that we're supporting Penn State and 4-H and the development of 4-H. The Ag Commission we've done. There's a long list. And to tap it off, I think getting kids into the show ring and into the competitive exhibits and let them be beekeepers and apple growers, you just feel like you're doing the right thing by inspiring that.
Well, you're certainly able to be recognized when you walk through and you see the smiles on the kids' faces and the pride that they have when they're exhibiting like that. Columbia County is home to the Bloomsburg Fair, the largest agriculture exhibition within the Commonwealth, as my predecessor would often say, and I continue to beat that same drum. The Bloomsburg Fair is, again, steeped in history, and when we look to, you mentioned community fairs and local fairs, having those opportunities for kids to come in and see. We also are navigating different challenges within the Commonwealth, where we have seen different animals that we've been able to show or not able to show, different best practices throughout the Commonwealth. These are things that are done in a way to prioritize agriculture, so that way we can continue that sustainability and that good stewardship that we all have the responsibility to continue, that past generations have laid out. Can you talk a little bit about what the department's doing to continue that spirit of stewardship within the Commonwealth?
It's so critical. I love to talk about the past and the history, but as the governor often reminds me, it's about the next generation, right? And what we're doing to actually set that up and supporting it. So preservation, the work we're doing, the Western Lab to get the animal agriculture out there, making sure we're doing the farm transitions and farm viability and conservation work and preservation work. So there's a lot goes into that, but that's a full partnership. I say it every day, I'm proud to do what we do, but I need you, I need your colleagues, and you've been amazing to sort of say, let's talk about that, let's do that, let's support that. So I want folks to feel that this is a full Commonwealth-wide effort focused on the future of agriculture.
Well, Secretary, you speak about the need for the entire Commonwealth to collaborate and come together. That also requires partnership outside of government.
Yes.
And as a Pennsylvania Farm Bureau member, I know that was perhaps one of the first times we got to meet before I was in office.
Right.
The Pennsylvania Farm Bureau has worked tremendously in collaboration with your department and the efforts here in Harrisburg to make sure that agriculture remains a priority, not just for districts like the 109th, but also in more urban areas to expand that reach and educate young people into what agriculture is.
Yeah, listen, it's I take it as my responsibility to sort of talk about ag. I have to by position, but I need everybody else, county commissioners, Farm Bureau, the Grange, the conservation districts, our farm markets around the state. I mean, folks are just doing really good, direct outreach, to families to talk about ag and the food system.
Well, you mentioned beekeeping earlier, and for those of you that watched this conversation last year, you may recall that Secretary Redding had a beekeeping or a bee tie on. He has strawberries on today. Can you speak a little bit about the beekeeping tie?
Yeah, so we're right across from the Pennsylvania Beekeepers, and there's not a better spot, by the way, to welcome folks to the farm show than all the activity and the buzz that's going on over there. But over the years, there was a gentleman who was the primary manager of that spot. He would give me a bee tie, right? So I've got a beautiful collection of bee ties, homemade bee ties. So I try to do that. Tomorrow is my bee tie week.
I'll make sure to schedule the conversation on Thursday next year, so that way we can continue the bee conversation. I have bee socks, so I'll put those on, and then you can have the bee tie. I'm sure
they could outfit you with a nice tie.
Excellent. Well, Mr. Secretary, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming to Columbia County, and hopefully we'll look forward to seeing you at another Farmers Breakfast.
Beautiful. Love being in the 109th District, the 109th Farm Show.
Yep, excellent. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thanks.
Thank you.